What they found behind that door shocked everyone and changed everything. It was a quiet Friday night in Austin, Texas. The neon lights of the yogurt shop buzzed softly in the dark, painting the parking lot in pink and blue. Inside, Jennifer was at the counter, stacking the day's cash, counting every bill with tired eyes. Sarah, her best friend, wiped down tables and teased her about working too much. Their laughter bounced off the empty walls, the kind of sound that makes a place feel safe. A few customers lingered by the window, their voices low, the spoons clicking softly against the paper cups. Outside, a warm wind brushed past the glass, carrying the faint hum of traffic, and something else, something quieter. A forgotten cup of yogurt sat melting on the counter, next to a crumbled napkin stained with strawberry syrup. It looked like any other night. Jennifer closed the register. Sarah flicked off one row of lights. The shop dimmed, calm, almost too calm. For a moment, everything felt still, the kind of stillness you only notice when it's about to break. And none of them knew that this would be the last night everyone ever saw them alive. The night was almost over, but something about the air outside had changed. Jennifer looked up from the register. She thought she saw someone move by the glass. Just a shake, a shadow, gone in a blink. Sarah laughed, still wiping the counter, but Jennifer couldn't focus anymore. That warm, safe glow of the shop suddenly felt too small. A car passed by, headlights flashed across the window, and for a moment, she thought she saw two men standing near the corner, watching. No faces, just the outline of them in the dark. She tried to shake it up, told herself it was nothing, but her hands were trembling. Sarah turned the music up, trying to feel the silence, the hum of the machines, the buzz of the lights, the sound of heartbeat in her ears. Everything was still the same, but somehow every small sound felt louder, every second longer. And when Jennifer looked back toward the door, she couldn't tell if the shadow outside had moved closer or if it was already inside. Then, it happened. A sudden knock on the door. 3 short taps, sharp, deliberate. Both girls froze. The sign on the window already said, "Closed." Sarah whispered, "Did you lock it?" Jennifer didn't answer. She just stared at the door, the shadows shifting behind the glass. Another knock. Louder this time. She took a slow breath and walked toward it, heart pounding, because whoever was out there was not supposed to be anymore. The door creaked open, and 2 strangers stepped inside, smiling like nothing was wrong. But there was something off their eyes, something too still, too quiet. Jennifer greeted them with a shaky smile, pretending not to notice how one of them never blinked. Sarah whispered, "We're closed," but her voice barely left her throat. The man didn't move toward the tables, they just watched. One traced his fingers across the counter, slow and deliberate, eyes locked on the cash register. The other stood by the door, his hand hidden inside his jacket. The room felt smaller, the air heavier. Jennifer's heart was pounding now, loud enough to drown out everything else. Then, a sound. Click. The man by the door had just turned the lock. That's when Jennifer realized they were never here for the food. The door slammed shut, and everything went quiet. The room was small, cold, and dark. Only a weak light from a broken bulb soared above them. Jennifer's hands were shaking, rope dug into her wrists. She looked at the others, their faces pale, eyes wide with fear. No one dared to speak. Footsteps, slow, heavy, echoing against the concrete. One of the men laughed under his breath. It wasn't a normal laugh. It was hollow, empty, like something that didn't belong to a human. "You girls thought the night was over?" he said softly. The sound of metal clinking. A weapon being loaded. Feel that room. The other man whispers something, and for a moment, the light flickered. Showing a glint of steel in his hand. Jennifer closed her eyes, a heartbeat. Then, a gunshot tore through the silence. The light burst. Darkness swallowed the room again. When the echo faded, only one sound remained. The slow drip of something hitting the floor. Whatever happened in that room, no one ever spoke about it again. If you think this was scary, wait for part 2. Subscribe now.